son. Woogie's back. Told you I would be. We did not rip any fifth scales today, although it from last night after I left you guys in the last video, it poured all night long. And even though around 12 o'clock or so everything cleared up, not a cloud in the sky, it was beautiful, but I'm just not gonna go out into a football field that's muddy and ugly. We're gonna let it dry up. May have a day or so off this week. We'll get out and we'll get these things ripping. Seems like every weekend there's been an issue. Well, not issue, man. I had family things going on. We had well, first of all, I had COVID for 3 weeks, and then we had some grandkids' birthday parties and things like that. Then we had bad weather. So we will get out and rip it. I'm excited. I want to do this. I know you guys want to see it, but in the meantime, I have been giving y'all some ripping videos and some nitro stuff, and we're going to continue with some nitro stuff this evening. So I've already done 2 heat cycles on the RCR Modified Works B5. We are running the VS Roddy Hypex 2135 and the Novarosi 41001 header. Badass header for modified .21s right here, 41001. And that's hot because I just did the last heat cycle on it. So badass. Sometimes when they tuck in like this, you got to work on getting everything lined up good. We've got the exhaust hose on, so I can go ahead and get a few tanks in this evening. Just like every nitro engine that I break in, I'm gonna show you guys and gals the initial fire up, the birth of this engine, and we will not do a complete break-in video or anything like that. It's just the first fire for my personal records on my Woogie Nitro YouTube channel. Something I can look back on and say, oh man, I remember when I did that Works B5, it was badass. We're going to take our time, we're going to break it in. I am using the Red Max to break in. It's 30% synthetic caster blend. And I want to touch on this a little bit, and I've got a little bit of additional caster in here and a touch of Marvel Mystery Oil as well for break-in. Didn't have time to go pick up the normal master basher that I use to break in my engines, which is a 20% nitro, 14% oil package, but we were able to add a little caster and Marvel Mystery to this to get close to that. So I'm good with that. Gives me an opportunity to finish using up some of this Red Max. We're going to do probably 2 quarts. We're going to break in 2 quarts with this. And that brings me back to what I was saying a minute ago. I had a comment, and the guy asked me, you know, what did I think about using 30% master basher VP fuel. But I mean, I could be wrong, but the master basher that I've always used has been 20% nitro and 14% oil, so I'm not too sure about that. Maybe there is a 30%. VP fuel is a great fuel if you're a racer, because usually you're going to run that engine and that year, you know, and that's going to be it. The next year, next season, you're going to get a new engine. For us bashers, we run an engine, you know, through a rip, and then we put it on the shelf or back in the box. I actually put the orange-headed Bonito back in the box, put it away, tucked it away. It's got a couple of gallons on it. I mean, not a whole lot. It's got about 2 or 3 gallons on it, and you know, I can't fit all these engines up here. Some of them I keep in the box. I've got the Elasi tuned Hummer in here. We've still got the Pico P7R in here, and then the Paloma. We've got a brand new Reds R5R in here, stock, and then the SH PT 2018 XBG 21 Pro Competition Off-Road Nitro engine with a 3-needle carb. So I still have also a P5 in here, S25 P5 XLT 2019 edition, brand new. And we have one more LRP 32 in there, which is actually a pull start, and we're gonna put it in there, but I want to get it modified. I could have bought one straight from RCR modified. I think he still has those in stock, but we're gonna throw a modified pull start, no roto start, in the Losi. That's a XXL1 extended chassis, the original one. Losi Super Truck, baby, LST. So we're gonna do a first fire. We're also cleaning up some filters. There's 2 different air filter oils that I use. One is Motules, and the other is what is the other one? The other one is Klotz, I do believe, but I try to use the Klotz in the big ones, in the bigger air filters there. This is it right there, Klotz foam air filter. That's really good stuff. If you over oil it and you don't dry it out enough, it can lean out the engine at first and make it run at a high idle. So just make sure you blot them real good and try and get as much of the excess oil out. So if that happens, if your engine out of nowhere, you fire it up and it just starts running erratically or at a high idle, and you just did the filter, that's probably why, to be honest with you. So or some other problem that I don't know about, but that's what I've experienced. So I make sure I'm blotting them out really well. So what I do, guys, is I just pour some Motules in here, and then I dip these bad boys in, bam bam, and swish it around real good, get it nice and oily, and then I pat it and dab it down. I do use outerwears, filter covers. If you're a basher, even if you're a racer, man, these are a must-have. You really should run a outerwear, you know, if you're off-road racing, period. You know, on-road's different, but off-road, you're in the dirt, you're in the dust, clay, all that stuff. Run an outerwear, man. It's not going to hurt anything. They're water repellent, and I usually, when they're brand new, hit them with a little silicone spray, just to give them a little extra repellitization, if that's even a word. Repellitiz. Yeah, you know what I mean, people. I thought I had another one. And this is the motor savers with the outer savers. So outerwears and outer savers are 2 different things. This is an outer saver that goes on a motor saver, and this is an outerwear that you can put on pretty much any you know, different. They have different brands for, like, this is the Losi. I usually use the Losi filter on every single one of my platforms, even the Mugen, you know, obviously the Losis, the Technos, I use them on there. I can use the motor saver on here just because of the area that you have. You can't use them on the Losis because everything is low. The last thing you want is it pushing down on your throttle brake linkage, so be careful of that. But motor savers is great, but you can't beat Losi filter setup. Losi filters, Losi clutches, all that stuff. That's pretty much the only clutch that I use is the Losi clutch. You know, I got a crap load of them up here. A lot of shoes, frickin' springs, all that stuff. I do have a Mugen bell. We're gonna pick up a Mugen clutch because I can only run the Novorossi clutch. Here's the Novorossi 4-shoe aluminum clutch and the Novorossi buggy bell. I got a brand new set of shoes in here. I took this off the Bonito when I put it up. You can't find this Novorossi clutch anymore, so if you have it, take care of it. But in the Mugen, you can only run a Mugen or an over OC clutch. You cannot use a low C clutch. There's not enough room. You'll be pushing on the spur gear. So anyway, guys, let me get all this tidied up. We'll get this done, and then we're going to do a first fire on this. We're going to take our time. We're going to break this in the right way. Heat cycles, I've already done 3 dry heat cycles where we heated it up to about 225 degrees, then let it cool down to room temperature. Make sure you leave your piston at bottom dead center so it's not, you know, restricting around the piston. You can damage the sleeve that way. Make sure that it's at bottom so everything comes down. So anyway, we're gonna run 2 quarts. We're gonna break it in the right way, then we're gonna get it on the ground, and we're gonna see what this bad bitch B5 has got, people. All right, that's gonna be it for now. We'll see y'all in a little bit when I actually do the first fire. I just finished the 3rd heat cycle, so we're gonna let it cool down. Let's see where we are right now. We're at 113.7 degrees, so we got a little bit more to go. It's about 82 degrees outside, so we're gonna let it cool all the way down now. Like that, people, there she is. First fire, first B5. So we're gonna keep it going. I'll check in with you guys in a little bit, but that's my documentation. I promise we're gonna get those things ripping as soon as I get some time. And let me get this thing where it needs to be, and we'll be ripping it as well. There you go, people. First fire, works B5. Let me get it where it needs to be. I'm going to run at least 1 or 2 tanks through it this evening. And again, we're going to run 2 quarts through it with some extra caster. And I promise you guys we'll get out, we'll do some ripping on this. So let me pay attention to what I'm doing, people. And we'll check in with y'all here in a little bit. And we'll see y'all. That's right, people. Right out the back of the Woogie Nitro barn. That's how we break in our engines in the air conditioning. Alright, people. We'll check in a minute and see what our temps are. And then I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to eat dinner, get ready for my work week. And we'll see you guys on the flip side, I'm sure. I'm out. Purring like a kitten. Alright, people, that's going to be it. Woogie's out. I got a lot of work to do. I'm going to have a day off or so this week. We'll get some of this beautiful footage here for you guys. I have so many things I want to do with this, and I want to share it all with y'all, man. Remember, treat people the way you want to be treated. I'm going to put some, just some random clips, Woogie Nitro Barn jumping clips, things like that at the end of this video. So hang around, check it out. It's just going to be a montage. I love y'all. We'll see you in the next video. Woogie out.